Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return will be brought down. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will start in a bad spot here thanks to that return. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. It's a draw to the back. Finding some room at the 25. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. They'll run it here. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Bringing pressure. And with nobody open, chooses to just throw it away. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
But a quick stop by the defense. Ages 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Here's a throw underneath to the back. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it right near the end zone. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
This one will be fair caught. So Kentucky's offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're going to run it here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And the ball is hauled in. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. The quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
He'll hand it off. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. They're going to run it. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's caught. It's Flanagan. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Running back with the football. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work for the 44.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Okay, ready? Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he'll set up to throw. Makes a quick catch. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which let's hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Rebels. Just ran away from the defense. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Really excellent possession last time. He mixed the run, the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. It's a run to the left. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. He'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the running back takes the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. 2nd and goal for the offense. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. But they'll try to add to the lead now for PAT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Now it's 2nd down here. Going with the old counter run here. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Rebels have 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And the Rebels looking to keep this drive rolling. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, defense, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quick throw over the middle. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there. 1st down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Hands off to the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running. Man, does it backfire.
Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And it's no good. Missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime?
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. No huddle now for the offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in a screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? It's a shotgun run call. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of.
The Rebels will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards. Here's the second down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place and gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off. It's a design run. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Kentucky. Still no answer for this offense. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Attack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Punga. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
And looking to throw now on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Punga. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. And the Rebels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking this 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. And they'll give it to the back. And the defense blows up and stuffs him right at the line. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Handoff running right. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. Well, Kirk, Kentucky has the lead here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out. It is a crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Here comes a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
They'll feed the back again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Smart of the offense, keep the ball on the ground, try to keep working that clock. The defense needs a stop if they want to give their offense any chance at a late comeback.
They'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Can he make it to the marker? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught on the outside. It's Punga. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Looking to chuck it again. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and he couldn't quite hold on. The big guy had a chance for a first down interception, but it falls incomplete. Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back, playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Receiver makes the catch, and he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Give it to the big fullback here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
The big fullback's got it here.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Now, he did not make the first down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go.
They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kentucky. But Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw. After the incompletion, he'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw, testing the middle. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position, down to the 24. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
It's a quick grab. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin.
False start offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the beatdown continues. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And on that takeaway, the final play of the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets